Hey guys, well tomorrow is the day that I've been waiting for since February. It's tattoo day. It's my first 3 hour session of my sleeve tattoo. I say sleeve, it was originally planned as a half sleeve, so we'll see how it goes. I'm pretty sure that it's going to end up a lot longer than that. I'm really excited. I get to see my design obviously before I go in for my session, and anything that I want to tweak or change, that's my opportunity to do it. I have every confidence in my tattooist. I follow him on various things and on various social websites, and I've been keeping a track of the tattoos that he's been doing in that time. He was in, I believe, South America for a couple of weeks at a tattooist convention, and I'm really excited because some of the stuff that he did over there he won awards for, so I know that he's feeling really confident as well about just his artwork at the moment, so that really gives me a buzz. And more importantly, I'm really excited because he actually is a bit of a hippie-ish kind of guy, so he's really into his chakra alignments and his meditation and his tai chi and all that kind of thing, so he's really on my level as well. And I think it's really important to find a tattooist who is not only an amazing artist but also someone who you really relate to. There's nothing worse than sitting in a room being tattooed and not being able to make conversation with your artist. So I really do feel that I'm going to have a connection with him tomorrow, and we're going to have a good chat for a few hours that I'm there, and then I'm going to book my next session. Touch wood, it will hopefully be a day session, and it will be a lot closer than having to wait a good few months again. I think the reason why I had to wait such a long time in the first instance is because I booked it on a Saturday, and obviously Saturday slots are the ones that go really quickly. So I've now got a few days holiday that I've freed up in my calendar, and I'm hoping that I can book some time in a weekday. So that's really exciting, and I'm hoping I'll put a video up not too long after I've done that. So this is the last showing of this arm in very clean mint condition. It's a very fat arm nonetheless, a bit wobbly, but it is a clean arm apart from a few ginger freckles here and there. So yes, all of that will be eventually covered up to here, all the way on the inside as well. And it may extend further than there. So yes, I've noticed that every video that I'm posting, I'm changing, so not in a negative way. I mean, I'm noticing that my hair is growing. So my last video was a little bit shorter, and now it's kind of growing a little bit longer, which is cool. I'm guessing that when I go on the Kiss Cruise in October, it will be around the same length that it was last year, except that all that blonde that I had last year would have grown out completely by that point, which would be fantastic, and my last little bit will be cut off by then as well. So yeah, what else have I been doing? I've been doing all kinds of stuff this week. I have something really exciting happening tomorrow that I'm not really supposed to disclose, but we'll see. Aside from my tattoo, I'm doing a little surprise secret thing for my boyfriend Tom that he'll find out about at 6 o'clock, but we'll see, and I'm not supposed to tell him, but there you go. And on Sunday I've got another secrety thing happening, but it's for my sister's boyfriend because it's his birthday today, so the weekend's going to be full of surprises and secrets. So yeah, very all cool all the way around. What else do I want to talk about? On Tuesday, just gone, I went to see Extreme in concert in the HMV Forum, which was absolutely amazing. I have never seen Extreme in concert before, and they were always one of those bands on my list when I was a teenager to see live. One of your typical 80s riff-tastic bands, everybody I've spoken to and I've said I'm seeing Extreme in concert, they go, who the hell are they? And you have to say more than words. That normally sorts them out. But yeah, oh my god, they were absolutely phenomenal. I have a list of bands as long as my arm that I would like to see live in concert, that I've wanted to see live in concert since I was a kid. One of them was AC/DC, and I was very, very lucky to see AC/DC in 2010. I'm really sorry that my screen is moving. It's because I'm on the sofa and my iPad is strategically balanced on a cushion, and Jazz Cat is right here and she's cleaning herself and she's moving the sofa. So really sorry about that. But so yes, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so yeah, I have like a list of bands as long as my arm. First band that I've wanted to see since I was a kid was AC/DC. Never thought I'd get a chance to see them, and I saw them in Download in 2010, so I was absolutely mint. I never thought I'd get to see Kiss either. When they did the reunion tour, there was nobody who wanted to go with me, etc, etc. So I ended up, sorry, there's a fly that's just gone up there, and Jazz has just perked up, so now I'm worrying that she's going to jump over the iPad. Oh, here we go, here we go. There you go. She's gone. It's okay. So yeah, so they were on my list, and I saw AC/DC, Kiss were on my list, saw them, so I was really lucky seeing those guys as well. Loads of other bands that I've seen that I never thought I'd get to see: Saxon, Cinderella, Billy Idol, you know, bands like that, basically old sort of glamish 80s kind of bands, and I've been really lucky to see them as well. And Extreme were one of those bands that everyone has a crush on. Nuno Bettencourt, for goodness sake. You know, he's gorgeous, he's fit, he's talented. He just makes it look so easy when he plays guitar. And I didn't know what to expect, because obviously, you know, Pornograffitti, I think, was released in the very, very early 90s, maybe 1990 or 91. I'm not 100% sure, I'm going to have to check. So obviously that album is like 20 years old, long, long time ago. It's kind of weird to think that, oh my god, you know, I've been on this planet 30 years and they're playing an album that's 2/3 of my life old. But yeah, I knew Pornograffitti when I was younger. I thought it was a great album. I mainly loved it for More Than Words, obviously, and you know, just to see them play that from beginning to end was absolutely awesome. I thought they were so cool. And then they did an encore as well. From the top of my head, what I can remember, obviously they started off with Do You Want to Play With Me, and that, once they started playing that, I was like totally off my seat. I absolutely was, well, I wasn't even sitting down, I was absolutely off my rocker. I loved it. Jumping around like a mental person, because I always am reminded of Bill and Ted and that scene when they're all in the mall, and Socrates is like sliding on the ice rink, and you know, bloody Genghis Khan is going mental and smashing up the mannequin and all that sort of stuff. So when Do You Want to Play was playing, I was like, oh my god, this is so sick. And then he played like Flight of the Wounded Bumblebee. It's really weird because Extreme reminds me a lot of somebody I used to date. Reason being is he really, really liked Extreme, and he used to make a lot of YouTube videos doing their stuff, and I kind of felt really sad for him as well in some way, because obviously he's got a different path in life now, and he's going a different way, and he's got different friends and different people he hangs out with. But I was at this concert in a fantastic venue seeing a band that very unlikely will be, you know, coming back here again, and I was with friends that were once upon a time mutual friends of his, I guess, and it's not quite the same anymore. And I know that he would have absolutely loved to have been there, and if circumstances were different and we were on friendly terms, he would have absolutely loved it. I know he would have loved it. Tom, my boyfriend, really doesn't know very much about Extreme, so I don't think he appreciated it on the same level as I did. I was just like, oh, I was just so psyched. I was jumping up and down, like I said. so hot and sweaty and bothered, and I came out, my hair was a mess, and it was just absolute mental. But yeah, he knew more than words. He knew Get the Funk Out. He kind of knew like Do You Want to Play With Me and stuff like that. But he recognised some songs, although he doesn't know the album at all and he doesn't own it or anything. So it was kind of like a cool lesson. But there were points where my friend Daniel and Alex were kind of next to me, and Nuno would kind of bash out a riff, and we just look at each other and go, oh my god, he was so good, like that, you know. And even Tom would sort of turn around and go, yeah, he was really good, like that, like he was proper amazed, like. And what surprised me is that Nuno, he played every single song like to the record. He was flawless. Every note was really clean. He played with such precision. Obviously on some of the tracks on Pornography, he played piano as well, showing another sort of string to his bow of many talents. I was just totally blown away by the guys. Phil Sharon was, Gary Sharon, sorry, I don't know why I've got Phil on the brain at the moment. Gary Sharon, I'll tell you why I have Phil on the brain in a sec. Gary Sharon was in great form. He was really great. He had a really good voice, although he's aged really badly. He looks really drawn, really gaunt. His skin's not very good. Yeah, he just kind of looked a bit tired and a bit worn, but he absolutely worked the crowd up. He had great energy and everything else. But when you stood Nuno and Gary next to each other, I mean, definitely Nuno has aged better than Gary. I think Gary's had a few decades of abuse, I think, on his body, because it really looks like it's taking its toll. So overall, yeah, fantastic week. I really had a blast at the gig in the HMV Forum. The Forum is a really cool venue. It's really intimate. It's really cool. Really warm and hot. I remember when I was there seeing Kiss in 2012, and I did not leave the front of the stage, or exactly in front of the stage, the whole time, up until about, say, the third or fourth song from the end, where I had such a sore throat that I actually could not sing or talk anymore. So, and I had no choice but to go to the bar to get some water. So I just remember that so vividly from when I was there, and also just a load of other faff that went on around there. So I just kind of had some interesting memories from going back to that venue, and I'm not really sure what next band I'll see there or who will be playing. So in terms of gigs at the moment, who is my next gig? I don't know. I missed David Gray a couple of weeks ago. I was really gutted about that. I haven't seen David Gray live yet, and he's one of those artists that I'd love to see. But my problem is I have nobody who wants to go to see him with me. I really struggle to get people to like David Gray. I have no idea why people like David Gray. Really random. So yeah, I haven't seen him yet, but I'm sure I will. And one day I'm going to have to bribe Tom to go with me. And also, who else is in London? Oh, Sheryl Crow is coming to London in about, oh God, I think in a few months, something like that. No, tell a lie. She's coming to London over the exact period of time that I'm in Miami. So again, that's another frustration, because and she's another artist that I would absolutely kill to see. She hasn't been to England for such a long time, and yeah, really frustratingly, I can't see her because I'm going to be away. So that's a bit of a shitter as well. And so in terms of gigs, I haven't really got anybody booked except Kate Bush, and I'm going to be seeing her in October. Now, Kate Bush, she's an absolutely mental patient. She's mad as a box of frogs. She's absolutely crazy, but beautifully, wonderfully crazy. Like, she's just so amazingly talented, and she's got so much energy and creativity and weirdness and zest and all this amazing stuff, and she's like this little bottle of mentalness, and I don't really know what to expect when I see her in October, just before I go to Miami. I know that she had stage fright for a very, very long time, which has prevented her from doing gigs and tours around the world. So something's obviously given her a good old fierce kick up the backside for her to get back out on the road again. Maybe she's just been having years of therapy, who knows. So I'm very, very excited about that. Again, people go, what the hell, Kate Bush, what's going on there? And I have to say, you know, well, you know, the songs Running Up That Hill and of course Wuthering Heights, all of that sort of stuff. She's actually a very, very admirable artist in my opinion, and I find her very wacky and weird, and I like individuality when it comes to musicians or solo artists. I really, really do like individuality. Nothing bores me more than these generic pops, you know, singers, I guess you can call them, in the charts today. I think they all sound the same. They're all very generic, all put through mixer desks and things. There's no rawness or beautiful quality about them. I mean, I don't doubt some of them are talented, but they don't really stand out for me. So I've always been drawn to more of the attractive, unique artists. Unfortunately, most of them are from the 80s, you know, barring David Gray, who's much more recent, 2000 and a little bit under, actually, a bit earlier. But yes, so yeah, I just wanted to, I was going back to what I was saying, and when I had Phil on the brain and I made that error, I was reminded many, many years ago when I was dating Phil, my ex-husband actually. He used to make me tapes, this showing its age now because we didn't have CDs really then. So he made me a couple of love tapes. He made me tapes every year really for our anniversaries and for birthdays or Valentine's Day or whatever. And I remember that he made me a tape and he drew like love hearts in multicolours all over the tape case and stuff, and one of the tracks on that tape was More Than Words. So I'm always reminded of Phil whenever I hear that song, in a nice way. It's a nice memory. It's not a pining memory or anything like that. It's just that sometimes you have to have nice memories for moments in your life and people that you shared your life with. So definitely More Than Words, and I Don't Want to Miss a Thing by Aerosmith. He put that on that tape as well. And he'd also put Angel from Aerosmith on there as well, which was quite nice. So I will always have those songs in my memories, which is quite nice. And Extreme was definitely a little part of my life that has sort of gone round in one big circle and returned and returned. I find that life is one big circle, you know. You have these moments in the past and then you kind of go back round and you end up back at them, which is really weird. So I'm kind of sharing a lot of experiences with Tom at the moment that I've shared with previous partners, friends and family, which is really nice actually. You're kind of always meant to follow this path and always have those things as part of your life. It's just that you share them with different people and have different experiences, and you build new memories along the way, which is really nice. So yes, so this is just a little update, and I will speak to all of you very soon. I'm hoping I can make a video of my little tattoo very soon, so I will see you later. Take care, bye.